I'm really keen to support electoral reform. It was an issue brought up at our annual meeting a few months ago, and it was put up as a really high priority. Our members are pushing for electoral reform and voted for it. So we subsequently set up a working group that has been looking at all the different kinds of electoral reform that you could put in place, and we've just got our final report coming to our next meeting shortly. In local government, it has a similar effect nationally in that you do get a flip-flop. So you get a minority of people vote for a particular party, and yet we have a winner-takes-all. So they don't only take the whole of that seat, they then go on sometimes take the whole control of the whole council, which means that you've got a minority of people, maybe 20-30% voted for that party, and yet they now have whole control of the council. And they then can do their own positions of responsibility, which are paid posts, and all this a rather system of patronage, which is not helpful. So it does mean that the whole system starts to get geared towards one party, whereas actually that is not representative. What we want to see is all of the voices being heard, because particularly with austerity, it's really important that we get the right decisions, and that's why we need to hear all the voices, and we need different groups of individuals, either independents or other groups, to be heard and make sure that that's all properly taken into account in the decision-making process. We do need to get a groundswell of people who are interested to start to explain to people what the effect is. People do, I think, understand how the party political control and the party whip can make it very difficult for elected members to actually represent the people they're supposed to be representing, because the party has maybe made a diktat and they're forced to vote in that direction, regardless of what their electorate thinks. And I think people are starting to get an understanding of that party whip and the problems with that. And the extension of that is actually this business of control of councils, which is unrepresentative. So I would like people to start to see that they actually want their representatives to be speaking up for them. And if they believe in a case and they believe in the person they want to vote for them, they must vote for that person. The only wasted vote is one that didn't go where you wanted it to go, because it didn't even make a message.